Hey guys, if you give me just 10 minutes of your time, I will show you everything you need to know to start editing videos. Ready and go. The first thing that we want is to find a video editor. There's many different options. Unfortunately, many of them are actually very expensive. If you're just getting started, I would recommend starting with something that is free. This is OpenShot Video Editor. It is not pirated software. It is not a trial software. It's a fully fledged video editing suite that is designed to be free from the ground up. You can go to openshot.org/download. Download the file and it will save as a .exe. Now your antivirus may have a problem with this because it's an exe file, but at least for me, I've been using this for 2 years. A lot of other people have been using it and I've not had any issues with viruses. So go ahead and download OpenShot, install, and then open it. Once you open it up, you're going to see 3 distinct areas. The first in the top left is the project files. This is where we store all the files that we're using for the current project. The easiest way to add a file here is simply to drag and drop it. So let's open a test video and simply drag it into OpenShot. You can also go to File, Import File, and find your files that way, but it's much simpler just to simply drag and drop. Now that we have that opened, we have the preview area, and what the preview area does is it gives us a preview of the video so we can actually make our edits and then watch the video before we actually export the video. Now, what we see is that there's already some problems with this video. When we start the video, there is no one on screen. There's a lot of extra stuff, so let's go step by step and edit out these portions. The first thing that I want to do is let's get rid of this space before I start talking where I'm adjusting my microphone and everything like that. So I grab this blue kind of teardrop shape and I can move it until right before I start talking. I can then slice, and what I want to do is keep the right hand side of this video. That's going to tell me, okay, get rid of this stuff on the left hand side. Now, what you'll notice is that there's currently a black square here for about the first 10 seconds of the video. This is the portion of the video that we cropped out. So, if we want this video to play now, what you'll see is that it's playing a black screen. If we want the video to start as soon as the video starts, we simply move this slider all the way to the left. And now we can watch the preview and see that I immediately start talking. We can do the exact same thing to the end of the video. If you go to the end of the video, you see I'm adjusting my microphone, I'm taking it off, and you don't want to have that in your video. So what we can do is we move this slider to the point where I stop talking. And then I simply slice, and this time I'm going to keep the left hand side. So we've already edited out the portions of this video that we don't want. And if you don't get everything, you can keep going back till you narrow it down just perfect. So we've edited that out. Now, what are some other issues that we're having with this video? Well, for one, there's a lot of clutter in the background. I don't really need to see this clothes hanger. I don't need all of these books. I don't need this crooked chair. So what we can do is we can remove these edges. And the way we're going to do that is right click and select transform. And we see these little blue squares. All we have to do is simply grab them and adjust the video. Now, what we want to do is we want to adjust the video until these things are off of the screen. We can adjust this way as well. And then once we have those off the screen, we can click this blue dot and drag it so that the video is showing exactly what we want to show. So far that's pretty good. We've cropped the video. We have trimmed the video. Let's add some effects. Let's fade the video in. And the way we do that is we go to transitions, and you have various transitions that you can use. So let's start with the simple circle in to out. And the point that I want to make here is we see that it has this kind of blue transparency. However big this transparency affects how quickly the video will enter the screen. So if we make this transparency very big, watch how slow the video fades in. It fades in very, very slow. Now, if we want this video to come in quicker, we simply decrease the size of this. Now watch how much more quickly the video will fade in. So let's leave that as our introduction, and then let's come to the end of the video. Now, the thing I want to point out is that if we just try to do the same thing, the video is going to cut out and then fade back in, because remember, that's what the transition does. So if we want the video to fade out, we have to reverse transition. And what this is going to do is it's slowly going to fade the video off of the screen. Now, so far we're doing really good. We've transformed the video, we've cut the video, we've done some cropping, but now let's suppose that we are a company, or a real estate company, or a university, and we want to put a logo on our video to identify it. What we need to do is we need to drag this logo onto the screen. The important thing is whatever track is on top, that's going to have priority to show. So we can see that this logo is going to be buried beneath the video. So whatever is on top in the track order will also be on top in the video. So let's move this clip down. Don't forget to take the transitions with it. And now let's move our logo up to the top. And now what we will see is that our logo is going to be on top of the video. So let's play through, and we see that the video fades in, but our logo is still on top and we can't see the video. What we want to do is, again, move this slider back to the beginning, and we can transform the logo. So let's cut it down a little bit, and let's make a nice little logo, and then let's keep the logo in the bottom left of the screen. Now, this logo will be on the screen, and we'll still be able to see the rest of the video. Watch how the logo disappears. Keep watching, and it's going to disappear. The reason the logo disappeared is because it only stays on screen as long as we have this area. If we want to make the logo last for the entire video, we simply have to hover over the edge. We get the double-headed arrow, left click, and expand the video all the way, the logo all the way to the end. So now the logo will be there throughout the course of the whole video. So that is all you need to know for the basics of video editing. This is a much more powerful software program. It can do a lot more, but just to get started, that's what you need to know. Let me show you 2 ways to save your video. The first thing I want to mention is that this is a free program and sometimes it does crash. So what I would recommend is save your project early and save it often. So you can go to File, Save Project As. Now this is actually going to save as an OSP file. It's saving essentially the changes. It's saving the transitions and everything like that. This will allow you to come back and work on the project later. It will not allow you to actually view a video. If you want to create a usable video out of this, you need to click this red button, and we're going to select a place to save this. Let's go ahead and save this to the videos folder. We will name this Open Video, and we can save this in different formats. You can choose MP4, you can choose different formats, and you can also choose different resolutions. For me, I always like to save in 1080p 30 feet per second. If you're just starting video editing, just stick with the default. Stay with MP4 and 1080p. Go ahead and export the video. It will start working. I'm going to take a quick break while this renders, while the video is created, and then I'll come back to show you the video. Okay guys, our video finally finished rendering, and depending on your computer it could take a long time. Let's just go ahead and open it up, make sure everything works. We see how it fades in, and then if we go to the end of the video we see how it also fades out. I told you guys I would be finished in less than 10 minutes. That's the basics. If you have anything else or you want to know anything more about OpenShot, just let me know in the comments and I will show you all how to do it.